Hello and welcome to this Revit tutorial, and in this video we are going to walk through how you can model a roof in Revit, the complete tutorial. So what I have here is a hand sketch model of a building for a client, and this is the 3D model generated from the hand sketch in Revit 2025. But you notice that I've created the ceiling and you can see the walls extending, so we need to create a roof for this building in here. So to create a roof, you need to go to the roof tool under the bid panel up here in the tools panel, so you can see roof. Go ahead and click roof. We're going to do this using the roof by footprint method. If you need a separate video on how to create roofs using extrusion, you can let me know in the comment section. I'm going to go ahead and make that video, but today we're going to use roof by footprint. Just go ahead and click that. Now of course we're going to create the roof on level 2 because my building is just 2 levels. That is the ground floor and the top floor, which is the level 2. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. So you can use the project browser here to switch to level 2 on the floor plan, and then you can just zoom in, and then we're going to go ahead and choose the edge of each of the walls that are on the outside. So I'm just going to go with pick lines. Just slide over here and just select the edges of the walls, edges of the exterior walls, and just go ahead and pick each of them one after the other. Oops. Go ahead and select this and this one. Now you will notice that I skipped this wall. It doesn't go all the way to level 2, so we don't need to actually select this image. You can see it here in 3D that this is just a half wall. Let me just rotate this so you see what I mean. It's just somewhere on the ground here. There's a lot of work to come into this other region, but it's not part of the roof, so we're not going to select that one. And then go back to the level 2 floor plan. Once we have all our edges of the walls selected, you can just go ahead and choose the roof property here. You can choose which kind of roof that we want. You can use an insulation, but I'm not going to touch insulation on metal decks. There's asphalt 8 inches, asphalt insulated. I'm just going to select the asphalt insulated 8 inches as our roof type, and then go ahead and click the finish button here to accept the roof, and then we can see our roof. Just switch to 3D, and yeah, we can see our roof on the building now. Now I want to add an additional cornice design on the edges of the roof, so I'm going to go ahead and do that next. Now a cornice is a decorative trim located at the meeting point between the walls and the roof or ceiling. Cornices are used on building exteriors and interiors. You can also use them on the outside of structures where the wall meets the roof. So to create this decorative trim, I'm still going to go back to level 2 of our floor plan. But the cornice is not a roof element, so I'm going to use a component and then model in place to do this, and I can just go ahead and scroll all the way down and then still look for roof so that I can still classify it as a roof element, even though Revit may not really see it as such. I can go ahead and click OK, just call this roof cornice. There we go. Now you need to pay attention here. Before I go ahead and start creating anything, we are in the model in place menu right now, so I'm just going to switch back to 3D, and what I want to do is to first of all set the work plane. I want to set the work plane to level 2 so I can have my cornice on level 2. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is go ahead and switch it to level 2, and then go back to level 2 and then try to create the path for where our cornice is going to be. We're going to use the sweep option to do this, so go ahead and select solid sweep, and then once you check that option, you can sketch the path. We're going to sketch the path all around the edges of the building, just like we did for the roof, because that's where the cornice is going to go around. So I can go ahead and choose the edge of the wall, but I notice that this is the roof edge, because if you just hover over it here, you'll see that it's saying basic roof. So I'm going to go back to level 1 now, because I want to make sure that I'm selecting the wall and not the roof. So I can go back to level 1. Let me just change this detailed level to like just line. So I can go ahead and pick lines and make sure that I'm picking the edge of the walls, because that's where I want my cornice to go over. So I'm just going to pick one after the other. And you need to make sure you're selecting every single line so you don't miss out on anybody, because the cornice is going to follow one straight path. I can do the same thing here for the garage. Once we're done selecting all the edges, you're going to see one straight reference line here. That's where we're going to design our cornice. So go ahead and just click the finish mode to finish sketching the path, and then once you're done, go over to the reference plane and then double click that profile. It's going to ask you where you want to create your design. You can choose west or east, whichever one you choose. I'm going to just leave it on east and then click open view. It's going to take us to a view where we can go ahead and design the cornice from here. So I want the cornice to look something like this, and I'm going to have to try to replicate that in Revit using the design that I just did. So we're going to manually have to draw it using this profile. So we'll just go over here to where you see the red dot and then start from there. You can use that as a starting point. You can manually do it like this. Just go all the way up and select just another feet. You can manually choose to do the design. I can go ahead and change the option to fillet and just keep drawing it the way you know how. We're going to edit it and add all the curves that we need to add to make it a decorative design, of course. So let's just go like this, something like this. And okay, so you can go ahead and use fillet arc just to create the design that we want. You can have something like this. You can go ahead and also even use these parts. You can go ahead and delete all the other excess lines that we don't need as part of our cornice. Then you have something curved like this, and then the last side, I think we should also curve the last end. That didn't really work out. Hold on, let's just try here like this. Okay, we've got something, and yeah, it looks good. So now that we have our cornice in place, you can see what it looks like in 3D. So we're going to have to sweep this cornice all around the building. So once the profile has been set, you can go ahead and click OK. So you have your profile in place and you have your path for the cornice going around the building. You can see it in level 2 this time. So once that's done, just go ahead and click Finish. And there you go, you have your cornice all around the building. You can go ahead and look at it in 3D. And then you can see the design that you're looking for. So now I'm going to have to edit the roof in order to match where this cornice is starting from. So to do that, we have to finish our cornice model first of all. Let's go ahead and finish the model. And there you have it. So that's the cornice design in there. You can obviously change the material of this, but first let us go and edit the roof to try and bring it to match where the cornice is. We might end up deleting the roof altogether just to make one that matches with where the cornice is. So we have to go to level 2 for this one. Select the roof and delete, and then go over to architecture. I'm just going to create the roof by footprint again, and this time picking the cornice edge instead of the wall edge. Just pick each of them one by one by picking lines. Once that's done, go ahead and click accept. And there we go. We have our roof. Also, now I noticed that the roof is actually lapping on the cornice, so I need to actually move it up. So I can go ahead and use this button here. Select this point and then move it all the way to the edge of the cornice where it stops, and place our roof there. So that's what we're looking for. That's like basically how we want to go about doing this. You can go ahead and change the thickness of the roof in case it's too thick. You can go ahead and edit the type in here, and under the structure you can go ahead and edit it and reduce the thickness of all of these elements. So let's say we want 5.5 inches in here and 1/4 inch in the other way. So go ahead and click OK, and then yeah, you can just adjust the roof the way you want it to be. So that is how you can go ahead and create a roof in Revit using roof by footprint, and then also add an additional decorative cornice to your roof edge to make it look fancy. So for more Revit tutorials like this, do well to subscribe to the channel, and remember to hit the like button if you found this video useful, or share it with somebody to help them. It does support the channel as well. I'll see you in the next video.